Every day we look for opportunities to help people who are going through the criminal justice system make better decisions. And those people are not only individuals who have been charged with a federal crime, but also the staff members who work closely with people inside the Bureau of Prisons. And earlier today, I received an email from an associate warden at a particular prison, and he was asking, well, how has the population responded to these books that you've been sending in through this program? Because sometimes I go into federal prisons and I make presentations with hopes of helping people make better decisions. So I thought it would be helpful for me to make a video for all BOP staff members to see the ways that they could see the outcomes of the work that we do at Prison Professors, where everything is free. So I'm going to share my screen. And this is the homepage of our website at prisonprofessors.org. And you could see all kinds of information. In fact, if I scroll, one of the coolest things I like is you get to see how many people there are enrolled in our programs. And currently we have 5,314. We have those people have written more than 8.7 million words. They have accumulated points of more than 40,000 points, which I explain in other areas. And we're active in 179 different facilities across the nation. That's not only the Bureau of Prisons, but also state and federal. And if you hover over any of these links, that you can kind of see our impact. In fact, if you go to our impact page, you could see all kinds of granular data. And one of the cool things is if you look at a Dovo, which is a different nonprofit with whom we collaborate, you can see that students have logged more than 3 million hours on our platform. We've serviced more than 510,000 unique learners. We're live facilities. This is outside the Bureau of Prisons, 1,425 facilities where we've offered more than nearly 200 courses. And if you scroll through there, you get to see all of that data, which is really impressive to me as somebody who's always striving to work. But now let's turn to the Bureau of Prisons. So somebody would simply go up here to the profile section, and one of the ways they do it right now is you just go to leaderboards. And when you go to leaderboards, I can click on facilities right here, and then there's a little search bar right here. So these are ranked by how many people in the prison are working and accumulating points, but let's just choose one. I'm going to choose Lompoc because I'm here in California, and this is a facility that I visited. And you can see that there are 3 facilities. There's a Lompoc 1 FCI, Lompoc 2 FCI, and the satellite camp. Well, at the Lompoc 1, there's 436 people who are actively participating. That's 12 additional people this month. And they have a total of 55 different participants. So this 436 is actually the number of points that people have earned. And if you click it, you could actually click the facility and get the information. We'll do that after we get through a couple more. You can see Lompoc 2. That is a different low security prison. There are 395 participants there. That's up 45 in the past month. There's a total of 47 participants. I think I keep misspeaking. These are actually points. They've earned 395 points. If I click it, you can click it, and you will see who those people are. Okay, and you can also see how much activities, who's getting the most activities, and you'll see some of the people that are really accumulating a lot of points. Some of these people started off in the low, and they've since gone to the camp, and we'll have to update those, or they will have to update those. But there's the camp. So in the camp, you will see that there are 27 posts. The most active person is this guy, Andres Pucky, a guy I actually happen to know. And you could see him documenting his work that he's doing there at the camp. So it's a pretty cool little system. And I want to encourage staff members to use this, because this is one of the strategies one of the tools that we are building with hopes of making an impact on the Bureau of Prisons and helping staff members in the Bureau understand why it's so important, why their role is so important in improving outcomes for all people in the criminal justice system. And we want to really incentivize a pursuit of excellence. That means we define what is the best possible outcome for somebody who goes into the system, and then persuade the agency that it makes a lot of sense for them to create filters, or to be able to review filters that will assess whether somebody is a better candidate for for a higher level of liberty at the soonest possible time. And that might be moving from a high security prison to a low security prison. For some people, it might be who's going to qualify for community confinement or a work release program. For me as an advocate, the work frequently is about, let me demonstrate how a public-private partnership can work to deliver better results for everybody in the Bureau of Prisons. So I would encourage anybody who's watching this video, just use the prisonprofessors.org website. Everything is free. We're a non-revenue generating website, totally committed to working to improve outcomes for people who go through the system. Thanks so much for being a part of our community. Hope you visit us at prisonprofessors.org.